Hey y'all, what's up, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back for those of you that are already part of the family, and if you're not yet part of the family and you want to see these types of videos, you want to see you want to see catfish, you want to see help my secret relationship or whatever the hell it's called, that show which I just started reviewing, as well as others, then definitely make sure that you hit subscribe. You know what show I was looking for before we start? I was looking for Tami Roman's new show. What's it called? Unfaithful Caught in the Act or something like that. I was looking and I was searching the World Wide Web, and it was saying it was supposed to start the 16th, but I'm like, I am not bugging because I have this channel, and it was saying like, oh, you could stream on Philo and this and that, and I'm like, I have this. I looked on VH1, it just showed the picture. I'm like, what is going on? So then finally, 2 days ago, it led me to go to Tami Roman's her Instagram, where it had the blurb, and it said pretty much that she is blessed to do 2 shows at the same time, but unfortunately she wants to make sure she is able to give a lot of attention to this particular show, and she's not going to be able to do that at this time, so she had to postpone the premiere of the show. So, cause I'm like, yo, I know I'm not bugging. So I think she said June or something she gonna start it up. I mean, I guess that's kind of good for her too, cause she don't have to compete with her former co-workers, you know, and talk about whose rating is higher at this particular time or whatever. You know, she could kind of sit back and wait, you know, and then do her thing and get her moment to shine, so people ain't like saying whatever they want to say, you know how people does do. So that was that. I just had to get it off my chest. I was looking and searching and I was getting upset. I was like, yo, what is going on here? Why every time I put in the name, it's not working? All right, but let's go ahead and get right into this. We at season 10. So Malaysia, you know, her and Brandi, they was still having a little tit for tat or whatever. And it ended up doing nothing. I thought it was going to get better. I was like, maybe they cut it off last week because it was going to get better. But no, it didn't get better. It's still bad. And Malaysia told Jennifer that she doesn't miss her. Brandi later on said she doesn't miss Malaysia. So they quote unquote don't miss each other, but they seem like they do. Brandi seems like she's waiting for some apology or something. And I feel like Malaysia is just like, you're attacking my character, so I'm not going to give you what it is that you're looking for. You know what? Like, I'm going to shut down right now, because instead of telling me, you know, I feel, instead of really her just saying what she wants, is like she's just attacking her character, and Malaysia's not with it right now. Malaysia has a host of her own issues that, I was eating something out, that she's, you know, kind of combating or whatever. So she's not really trying to, she doesn't really want to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? Not right now. Brandi and Brooke, they seem like they have this newfound friendship. It started ever since the wedding. So now they're kind of like close or whatever. And Brandi, she's willing to be friends with anybody at this point because her bestie is not around. So, you know, it's kind of like when you have those filler friends. Like, that's why I don't be having I really don't have I have an itty bitty baby circle. Like, I have a semicircle of friends, to be completely honest with you, because I can't deal with the flip flopping. So there was a little double date or whatever between Angel and her man, and Rockstar, and Duffy and her man Iman. So it kind of went to the crap storm. Like, it went pretty bad, because Rockstar and Angel, all they keep on doing is arguing. And even it got to like a weird, awkward moment when they were talking about like what's his sign. He mentioned he was a Scorpio, and then you could tell that he acts like, you know, what do you hear about Scorpios or whatever. And Duffy, you could clearly see she was trying to pick her words wisely, but Angel just throws out the fact that, you know, what do you hear that they're narcissistic? It's like, out of all the things that you could have said, that's the one that you pick. Like, wow, like that's a harsh one. You know what I mean? Like, that's a whole personality disorder. Like, dang, like you went in with that one. So, you know, everything, it just seemed like the energy was like all wrong, and it was just like, damn, what do I say now? You know, like, I would hate to be put in that position, because it's like, it kind of leaves you with the, Yeah, so tomorrow I'm you know, it's like you just try to think of anything to just kind of shift the energy in the room and, you know, kind of fix it real quick. But I mean, on the bright side, even though Angel's relationship doesn't seem to be going well, she even said that they were going to be taking a break. Like later on in the show, she mentioned, like, after that particular argument that they had that day, it was like she's not sure what she wants to do. Like, she does want him to be involved in the kid's life, but she's not really sure what to do at this moment because she's not happy. You know, right now she's trying to throw herself into the bright side, which is her work. Her business is thriving. It's been thriving. I think ever since she's been on the show, I feel like it's taken off. I don't know how it was doing before that, but I remember, like, after the show, I started seeing her, like, on Instagram all the time. Like, you know, her outfit, I don't want to say little because then I don't want to diminish what she does because her stuff are absolutely amazing. I remember I even thought about buying something at one point. I think it was like expensive, and I was like, am I ever gonna wear this again? So it wasn't worth it for me, but it was absolutely gorgeous. I think it was like a dress or something. I definitely had it saved because I was contemplating it. And also Duffy, her business, she kind of looks up to Angel because of the fact that she was a single mother and she did such a great job with her business. That's something that Duffy aspires to do right now. She actually, during COVID and when everything was locked down, she looked up how to become a DJ and she became a badass DJ. And she's been working with French Montana, DJing at other events as well, and just kind of really building a name for herself as DJ Duffy now. And this is something that she really enjoys, she loves to do. She feels like this is her calling, but her man kind of wants her to stay home with their daughter that they have and be more of a housewife and do nothing as opposed to going out there because he's like an NBA agent. So obviously he makes a lot of money. So maybe he feels, and it seems like he may be Muslim. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just kind of coming out of nowhere with that. I mean, I could be right, could be wrong. But if he is, I'm pretty sure he may have some traditional values where he wants his woman to be home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the baby, making sure they don't need a nanny or whatever, you know, and doing those traditional types of roles. I could be completely wrong, but that's the kind of vibe that he was kind of giving to me from listening to what he says and almost just wanting her to, like, just give up everything, even though she said she mainly does it on the weekends. So it's like, it doesn't seem like he much so wants her to compromise. I mean, that's a major accomplishment for her, the fact that she actually taught herself how to do this and became so good at it. Duffy and British, they seem to be coming, like, pretty close or whatever. They feel like they may be able to form some type of sisterhood. Duffy was a little bit annoying at Brooke's birthday party because she kept on kind of taunting Brandi a little bit when Brandi was kind of taken up for Malaysia not being there and giving kind of excuses for her, you know, like you would do for your friend, like, oh, she's not here because maybe she's uncomfortable or whatever. And Duffy was kind of like, that's my best friend, you know, saying things like that. And it's like, all right, like, you did it enough. And I get where she's coming from because I would have been the same way, like, all right, like, you don't have to do this all night. You know, like, I get the point. You're trying to tell me, like, okay, I'm defending her or whatever, and she's not really my friend anymore. But all right, like, this is what I want to do, so chill. You know what I mean? But Brandi actually said it in a more respectful manner, and the conversation went well. Duffy claims she's not going to be doing it anymore because she sees now that it's bothering her. So hopefully that will be okay. Malaysia did talk to Zell, which that's her bestie now. You know, he's the close one that she has to talk to, other than Jackie. And she says that they've been friends for like 6 years, regardless of anything. And they do have mutual friends, including Brandi, I believe, she said. But anyway, so she's like, you know what? Brandi doesn't realize that we've grown up. We don't have what we used to have. And we've grown apart. We were different people when we used to be really close. And a lot has happened between that time. Like, I'm literally a single mother now with a man who doesn't even pay child support, you know? I don't know. Like, I don't feel like Malaysia's pressed for cash, but I kind of feel like that's the way that she's talking. I mean, I could be absolutely wrong because I don't know her pockets. All I do is I see her on TV. I remember there was another reality show where the girl said that she had to be on food stamps, you know, and you wouldn't assume that. So I'm not going to say like she completely isn't, but in my head, I don't think she is. But the way that she tends to speak, it kind of seems like it is, but who knows how, you know, her means, like who knows if she lives beyond her means or whatever it is. But it seems like her kid's father not contributing, you know, is definitely hurting her. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like people like me, you know, I mean, I can speak for stuff like this because, you know, I'm a woman and I've had to bust my ass for years not having anybody support or help me, and I don't have a lavish life. I wouldn't be able to afford that, but I make do with what I have without complaining much, you know. But she did mention that, and this is something that I can also really relate to, is the fact that being a mother, nobody, and if you're the person who always cares for everybody else, a lot of times people always, and you're the strong one, people don't really call you and say, how do you feel today? Or what's going on, you know, are you sad? Like, you know, do you have it? Do you got it? You know what I mean? Like they don't really see that. They just think like she's good. Like they might not even think about you. You know what I'm saying? This is what she's saying, is that she's been going through so much throughout this time and nobody ever picked up the phone to say, Malaysia, are you good? You know, she doesn't even know. She's coming down on her for not calling her about the father passing, but it's like, how could I call you and comfort you when, first of all, I didn't even know because I was in my own little world, and second of all, I have my own things going on and nobody's even caring to see how I'm doing, you know? Like, I could be down and out just because you don't see it. And that's the thing about mental stuff and mental health issues, is that it's like, because people don't physically see it, it's like if you have, heaven forbid, cancer, or you have chicken pox, or you have a cold, people can see that, so they have sympathy for you. If you have a broken leg, but if you are just having your own mental battle, you're battling depression, but you don't say, I'm battling depression, nobody really knows, and they kind of at times diminish what's going on with you when you could be at your wit's end about to kill yourself, you know what I mean? Or, you know, you could be hearing voices or whatever's going on, being tormented daily. You know, people don't even realize, and they don't even know. And yeah, like I said, they kind of diminish it sometimes because it's one of those unseen health issues, you know, because it's mental, it's not physical. So yeah, following that, I mean, pretty much the whole other thing is that Duffy, she's trying to decide whether she really wants to slow down or not. This is like a big decision that she has to make. She wants to do right by her family, but she also doesn't want to kill her dreams. She did speak to French Montana about it, and he was just kind of like, you know, really think about what it is that you want to do, because you haven't reached your full potential, and we're real friends. And that's why I wanted you to do this. And I saw what you wanted to do. I saw your vision. And he's like, just know and let Iman know this as well, that once you're gone, you can't come back. I'm like, well, hot diggity damn. I mean, he definitely told her the truth. He ain't sugarcoated or nothing. But I mean, that's how it is in these businesses. Like, once you out the spotlight, sometimes you can't make a comeback. Sometimes you can years later, but sometimes it's just your time is gone now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that. Also, sometimes not even just your time is gone, but sometimes, you know, somebody has replaced you. They taking your job. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he was like, this is a job. And, you know, that's quitting your job. So, you know, it's like, we friends, but this is business. So it's a difference. We still gonna be cool forever, but, you know, I gotta treat this business like it is. I'm not going to suffer because I can't have you on my tour or whatever, you know. You got to be replaced. So it is what it is. But I mean, that was pretty much the highlights that I seen for the episode and my thoughts on it. And I do feel like at some point Malaysia and Brandi can get to a better place, but I feel like they really have to like really not just talk but also listen to each other and really just completely be vulnerable to each other. I feel like that may happen later on. Maybe they'll have some kind of vacation or something and have to talk, but it's gonna be some. I'll see y'all in the next one. Laters.